Hi, welcome to episode 363 of your Friday Daily podcast, a couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I'm going to be doing kind of sort of a year in review, reflecting on my year, not the podcast, just my year. The one about the podcast is going to be tomorrow and next tomorrow, the last two episodes. But yeah, reflecting on the year so far. Let's get into it. Hello, I'm so thrilled that this is episode 363. That means there's just 2 episodes to go once this goes up, and today's still the end of the year. I hope you are celebrating and having a great time. And to prepare for this episode, I went to listen to the mid-year review episode I did, and I've started doing my end of year review that I do with my flatmates. We haven't finished, but we're in progress. And yeah, I just wanted to share some of the things so far, starting with the goals, because I did share my goals. One of the earlier episodes, in the first 5 at least, or 10, I talked about my goals for the year. And in the media review, I did a check-in. And so now, the end of the year, let's do another check-in. So the big one that we all know about is B2 Dutch. Unfortunately, I didn't get to B2 Dutch. I got to B1 Dutch. I completed B1. When I did my media review, I was in the middle of the first part of B1, and I finished B1 thankfully in September. But something amazing happened, which is why I wasn't able to continue to do the B2 classes. Is that I started school. I started a master's program, which was not in the plan for the year. Although when I was looking at my last year's annual review document thing that I do with my flatmates, I apparently had written school with question mark, like at the end. So this is probably like after we had finished everything, and I just put it as like maybe question mark. But I didn't really plan. Like, it's so interesting because I exported all the goals I wrote in my document for 2023 end of year review. I put everything in a Google Keep, like just the key goals, but school did not make it into the Google Keep. So I didn't even remember about it. It wasn't in anywhere else or anything that I had written. But I didn't really pursue it. I still have to do an episode about how this whole school thing happened, but well, no more podcasts. So maybe somebody should invite me to their own podcast, come and talk about it. But yeah, I started school. But I for my Dutch learning, I was actually on track to finish it, but something else happened. And like I said in the media review episode, sometimes you have to leave some goals for later. You need to let things go and pick them up later or whatever. Another goal I had was to give talks. So in the media episode, I talked about how my initial goal was 1 a quarter, but then by March I had done like 3. So I changed it to 1 a month. So that's 12 talks. I ended up doing 10 talks in the year, which was really nice. I also did something else. I'm not sure if it should be considered a talk, but if I count it, it's 11, which is really close to the goal. So that was really, really good. And I did travel for one of the talks. That was really exciting. I also had a goal of reading 1 book a month, or at the minimum 10. I talked about having a minimum just okay and a maximum number for outcome goals. And if you don't know what outcome goals are, go and listen to the episode I did about setting goals. But yeah, as of now, I have completed 6 books. 1 a Dutch children's book, like maybe the books that you would read when you're like GS1, Primary 6, GS2, Diary of a Wimpy Kid style kind of books. And I am currently rereading Purple Hibiscus. I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast. That's one of my favorite books ever, and I haven't read it in a very long time, so I'm rereading it. And I think that by the end of the year, I will be done actually. So because I'm almost done as of this recording. So yeah. So when I finish, so let's just keep it at 7. Let's agree that I've read 7 books, and if you count the books of the Bible, which I do, I've actually read 66 additional books on top of the 7, because I finished my Bible this year. I'm so happy because last year was the first year since I started doing the Bible in a year that I actually didn't finish. I stopped somewhere in the beginning of the New Testament. Somewhere around one of Paul's letters is where I stopped last year. I don't know what happened, but I just didn't finish it last year. But I'm very happy that I did finish it this year. I haven't actually finished, but I'm sure that by the end of the year I'll have finished because I'm already in Revelations, and it's not that long, to be honest. Um, and I did the chronological Bible this year. So yeah, we can agree that I've read 66 plus 7 books this year, which is not a bad, not bad at all. I also talked about learning Python. I was in a Coursera specialization that had 5 courses in it. I completed 2. But then school started, and I'm doing a lot of Python, you guys. I'm doing machine learning, so I can take that off. I can say that I've done it because we have data camp as part of my program, so I've done a lot of Python courses on data camp. So we can say that I'm on track for that. I've done a lot of data analysis and building a mini unsupervised machine learning model. Next year I'm going to work on supervised learning, so I have learned Python. Spending time with my friends was also a goal for me, and not on a communal group level, more one-on-one time with friends, which went really well. And one of the ways that I measured this was going to visit people at home. And I did that really well this year. I visited a lot of my friends at home. There was one in particular. My next year goal, I have to write minus this person because I was basically living in a house at some point. So I need to, go and visit more other friends. And speaking of my friends, I'm very happy that we had a lot of celebrations with my friends this year, because the last 2 years was a lot for a lot of my friends and myself as well. But this year there has been lots of celebrations, and I'm very excited about that. Another goal I had was to improve my physical fitness. At the point of the media review, it was not great, but I'm very happy to say that at this point in the end of the year, it has been going superb. Although I haven't gone to the gym in like a month because of all the falling sick and tooth extraction and blah blah blah. I am stronger. I'm boxing. I'm not out of breath as often as I used to be. I can do 15 push-ups. I have not hit a pull-up yet, but now I can do 3 sets of 7 reps of scapular pull-ups, which is something. And yeah, very happy about that. I also mentioned in the media review that I wasn't really considering my daily Bible reading yet, but obviously that has changed because I'm almost done reading the Bible. I didn't really have travel goals for the year, but I did end up traveling a few times, which was really nice, mostly to visit family and friends in the countries where they live. But then I did a Prague trip with some of my friends, and that was really lovely, and I had the best Indian food I'd ever eaten in my whole life in Prague, which was great. I also wanted to publish a resource a quarter, that is like 4 resources, but I ended up publishing only 3: the media review one, the friendship guide, like building and maintaining friendships, and then the tech accessibility toolkit. If you count this podcast as a resource, then you can also say that I did publish a lot of resources, so we can count that one. Things that I was not expecting that happened: I got nominated for an award in Nigerian community in the Netherlands, which was really nice. 2 awards actually. I didn't win either one, but it was really nice because I didn't even expect it at all. Yeah, that was to be honest, that was really nice. External validation is really nice, even when you least expect it and you don't even know that it exists. But yeah, external validation can be nice. And then school, of course, which I've talked endlessly about. I'm very happy. Honestly, I'm so happy to be in school. I love it. Love it, love it. And I wanted to end this by saying that, of course, the podcast was a goal that I don't know why I did, but I did it anyways. And at the end, glory be to Jesus. But I wanted to say as well that, kind of following on yesterday's episode, is that it's okay to change your goals. And I talked about this in the media review episode as well, where like sometimes you achieve goals because of obviously you put in effort, but there are sometimes also factors outside of your control that contribute to your goal achievements. In the same way, when you don't achieve a goal, there are sometimes factors outside of your control that contribute to that as well. So you can put in the best effort, but you may not still get the thing that you wanted, or you may fall, like you may get something quite like it, but not exactly what you wanted, and that's fine. And it's okay to at some point look at the goals and adjust them and say, okay, maybe this is no longer for this year, or not for now, maybe it's for later. Like with my Dutch B2 goal, at the time when I recorded my media review just 6 months ago, school was not in the picture, and doing Dutch up to B2 level, like that not happening was not even a thought that crossed my mind. But by two months after, just 2 months after, everything had changed and I couldn't continue with the B2 Dutch and I went to school instead. So, give yourself a break. It's fine. You set new goals. There's time. You have a long life ahead of you. And if Jesus comes before then, he has come. There's nothing left to worry about. So, do your best, live the rest, enjoy your life as you are working hard, because one day now you'll not be able to eat proper food for 7 days or 8 days or something. God, honestly, that tooth removal was horrible. But anyway, yeah, I'm really happy. This has been a great year, especially when I compare it to 2 years before it. Even the three, actually, since 2020, if I'm being honest. But 2022 and 2023 were especially hard. And 2024 has been a lighter year. It has had its challenges as well, but it has been overall great. And I was looking at my gratitude journal a few days ago, because one of my friends, they did a Thanksgiving thing in their house, so we all came and just talked about how the year went. And I was looking at my gratitude journal that day, and I was just wowed by it. Was one of the things that I've forgotten, and the little things and the big things. And this is why I encourage everyone to keep a gratitude journal, because there's so much that happens that you will not even remember. Like, I actually forgot about my Prague trip until I was looking at my gratitude journal. Like, oh, I went to Prague. That was this year, and it was fun and it was great. Yeah. So I'm in a very thankful mood. I'm very happy. I didn't travel as much as I would have liked to this year, because to visit my friends. Not, as you all know, traveling just for fun is not really my vibe. I want to go and visit people and see my friends. If we're doing group trip, hey, count me in. But yeah, it's been amazing. Generally, very proud of what we've done this year, and my friends, my family. My brother graduated, my sister graduated from school as well. It's just been great things all around with my friends, my family, my loved ones, and I'm very, very excited for 2025. As of yet, I don't have any big goals or anything set other than graduating from school. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm still praying about the year, praying about my goals, what to do. But I don't really have any grand goals for 2025 other than finishing my masters. And we'll see. By January, by the end of January, I should know what I want to focus on for the year. And I'm not even stressed out about it, because sometimes things, God has plans in mind that you're not aware of, and you're just there doing things in your limited knowledge. So I'm not concerned. I know that God will lead me in the way that I should go, and when the time is time, He will tell me what I need to do and give me my plans for the year. But yeah, that's it. Bye. Thank you for listening, and we're almost at the end. I can feel it. Hallelujah. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.